everyone, and welcome back to my video series of Android application development, where we were talking about the Wear OS Styles app. So this is part two of the video series. So let's discuss more about the going beyond the concepts and diving into the technical walkthroughs of what the Wear OS styles are. So we will explore the actual code, project setup, and emulator demo later from the official Android code lab. So this will be more like a technical walkthrough of the Wear OS tiles, but we will also go through and discuss, and I will demonstrate about the Android Studio and how you can interact with these tiles and show you the backend of the code later in the part three. But now let's go into part two. So Wear OS So the project is structured within a Kotlin programming language. So you will have Gradle and write manifest file in the build.gradle libraries. We add dependencies for where tiles. So these tiles using the tile material, the horologist, and libraries. These give us both low-level layout, like a building blocks, and like a high-level templates, like primary layout for our application. So these hello world tile service extends suspending tile service. So it overrides tile request return a tile that renders hello tile. So inside a box layout. So it also has resources request method to map IDs to images or strings. So if needed. So that's what basically the hello tile does. So moving on to the next one, we're going to discuss about the manifest setup. So in the Android manifest, we register the tile service. So it must declare the bind tile provider permission in order to include the correct intent filter. So and optionally a preview image, basically you could say that. So without this, your tile won't show up in a carousel. So in order to test this, we need to set up a Veroil tile run configuration within the Android Studio. So in order to direct a surface launch, you would need to like push the direct tile directly into the emulator. So this is like the fastest way to verify if the tile is wired up correctly. So that we can have a look later in our demonstration. But moving on to the next slide. So let's discuss about the messaging tile and a rendered layout. So the messaging tile uses a rendered layout to separate UI, which user interface code from the data. So inside we build layouts with tiles materials. So the primary layout provides on the overall structure to it, whereas the multi-button layout shows you the multiple contacts as buttons, and the compact chip adds as a primary action as like a new message that will be shown up on your watch face. So we will also like fetch avatars using the coil, map them to resource IDs, and then render them inside the tile. So that's how these messaging tiles are rendered and the layouts are designed within the backend. So in order to run the tile demo, we will be using the emulator. So we can add like clickable objects to the UI elements, and a launch action will be opened as an activity, and while a load action will be updating the state within the tile. So in tile request, we will check the last click to know what the user has tapped and responded accordingly. So the Android Studio preview basically lets us to see the tile inside the IDE. So which is like a logcat that helps us to confirm lifecycle events and whether firing or not. But the common pitfalls may include like missing permissions, wrong resource IDs or so, or like an oversized image, for example. Uh, so together, like you now might have already had the overview of how the technical aspects work inside the IDE when you're developing a Wear OS style phase. So that's all for now, guys. I will catch you up in the next one, and we shall discuss and I will give you a demonstration on how the Wear OS style functions and what are the libraries that goes into it. So that's all for now for the technical walkthrough part of the part 2 of this video series. Now stay tuned and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.